the refrigeration cycle and its four basic components. At this moment, we will start to learn the four basic components of the refrigeration cycle: the compressor, the condenser, the metering device, the evaporator. The flow refrigerant through its four basic components. Let's start to learn the flow refrigerant in a refrigeration system. The starting point of this explanation is at the suction line. The suction line in this diagram is connected to the three-position service valve. This valve is in its back-seated position, which is the normal operating position. This valve is connected at the entrance of the compressor. This type of compressor is known as a semi-hermetic compressor, and it is a reciprocating type because it uses an internal piston that goes up and down. So it is able to suck and compress the refrigerant that is flowing through the system. When the piston is moving on a single stroke down, the refrigerant entering the compressor is a low-pressure, low-temperature superheated gas. When the piston is on a stroke up, it will compress the refrigerant, raising its pressure and temperature. The refrigerant is pumped out and leaves the compressor through the three-position service valve in its back-seated position that is connected to the discharge line at a high pressure and temperature superheated gas. The discharge line between the compressor and the inlet of the condenser is known as the hot gas line. The condenser heat exchanger, and its job is to remove the heat out of the refrigerant. And this condenser is an air-cooled type with the help of a condenser fan motor. When the heat is removed and the refrigerant comes out of the condenser coil, it has changed its physical state from gas to liquid subcool at a high pressure and temperature. When the refrigerant comes out of the condenser and flows to the inlet of the metering device, this refrigerant line is known as the liquid line. At the inlet of the metering device, the refrigerant goes in at a high pressure and temperature liquid subcool. The metering device job is to drop the pressure and temperature and meter the amount of refrigerant entering the evaporator coil. When the refrigerant comes out of the metering device, it enters the evaporator and will flash and will enter as part liquid and part gas at a low pressure and temperature. The evaporator coil is a heat exchanger, and its job is to absorb heat that is not wanted. This heat is pushed through the coil with the help of the evaporator blower motor, and this heat will be absorbed by the low pressure and temperature liquid refrigerant inside the evaporator. When the heat is absorbed, the liquid refrigerant will boil off and change its physical state from liquid to gas